Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about my weight loss story. Before I start that, thank you guys for the awesome feedback for my series that I wanted to start. I was kind of thinking of different names, and for some reason Stay Fit Sundays kind of stuck with me, and I think it's because I'm a person, I like to get off track sometimes and eat out on the weekends, so Sundays kind of are really motivating for me to start my whole week off right. But let me know what you guys think about that. I kind of like that. Stay Fit Sundays sounded kind of good to me. Let's get into like my weight loss story. Pretty much when I started this, I was like 21. Okay, no big deal. I was like 155 and I thought I was looking good. Not okay. My dad even showed me pictures yesterday on his computer of what I look like, and I just about like slapped myself. I was like, I look like that, and I thought I looked okay. I'm really excited to share this with you because even though I didn't think I needed to lose weight back then, I really did. So I started off at 155, and I thought that was normal because I was more on the taller side. Okay, very naive, didn't even look at anything else except, oh, I'm just a tall girl, whatever. I stopped riding horses because I started working a lot, and that's kind of when everything changed. I started eating really bad, especially like lunch, you know, dinner. I would come home and have like ice cream. I mean, it was really bad. And Eric didn't help, Mr. Stickman, you know, he can eat like hamburgers 3 times a day and be just fine. And I can't. I mean, most girls, we just can't. I look at something and I feel like I gained 5 pounds. But, so that was my biggest thing. I kind of got to the point where I wasn't happy with the way I looked. I felt like my thighs were a little on the bigger side. So, and then I noticed that my arms were bigger. Just like all of a sudden it hit me. And I wanted to change, so I went vegetarian because I saw that Carrie Underwood was vegetarian. I was like obsessed with her at the time, and I tried that for about 6 months and I lost like 5 or 10 pounds almost, and I was like, okay, I like this, but it was too hard. You know, Eric was kind of getting a little, not upset, but he was kind of getting down because we weren't going out to dinner. We didn't do anything because I didn't want to be tempted and stuff like that. So I stopped being a vegetarian. And I know it's hard because my mom's the same way. She's vegetarian. Every once in a while she'll have meat. Very seldomly. But my dad, he doesn't get to eat the good things my mom used to make. And we're European, so my mom makes a lot of European dishes. And my dad gets really bummed out because she won't make it because she won't eat it. So it is a struggle with guys, I think. And that's what made it so hard for me. So I stopped being vegetarian, and then I got the iPhone, and then I downloaded the calorie counter app, or one of them. And then right when I did that, my friend Ashley was like, hey Yvette, let's start going to the gym. And I was like, God, I don't want to go. I hate the gym. I hate people looking at me. I'm a shy girl in general, and I don't want attention. That's just how I was. And she drugged me, and I'm so happy because from there on out it kind of changed my life. And you know, I was doing 30 minutes of cardio every time I go to the gym. I was going about 4 or 5 times a week. Even though I was counting my calories, I was still kind of eating bad because when you count calories, you're looking at like what the serving, you know, size is calorie wise. You're not looking at how many grams of sugar, how many grams of carbs. All that important stuff, you know, you don't look at that. And I lost about 10 pounds counting my calories, but I mean, it's just probably because I was working out and just not eating all that fast food. You know, I cut out soda. I was only drinking water, and I still do. I don't drink any soda. But that really was my biggest thing. So I lost 10 pounds, and I was like, okay, you know, I'm good. Then Ashley and I had like this trainer guy that actually we didn't pay him. He just really, when he was bored, he would come and like work us out and show us different things. And it was really funny because I I was talking to him and he goes, well, hey Vet, you know, how are you feeling about yourself? And I was like, I'm feeling pretty good. I like, you know, where I'm going. I count my calories. He goes, oh, well, what do you have on like a typical day, you know, eating wise? And the first thing I told him was, well, every morning I have a cream-filled chocolate donut. And he was like, what? Yeah, I was like, I'm serious. My brother, my dad, and I, before we go to work, we always hit the donut shop. And he looked at me like he saw a ghost. I'm not even kidding. He goes, girl, do you know how many calories? I said, well, it says it's only like 350, 400. And he goes, but there's so much sugar and so much fat in that. And he goes, there's no protein. And then he started talking to me about the whole clean eating thing, and I was like, okay. So I looked into it. I found the Eat Clean Diet book series by Toscarino, which I will link down there for you guys. And that changed my life. The books are like $19.99. I like bought almost all of them. I think I have like 4 or 5 actually. She's got like a ton of books, but like the basic one. So I bought the basic one first and I read it. And oh my gosh, I had no idea that you're supposed to eat, you know, breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, and you know, how much like carbs versus your protein and all that stuff. So informative. You guys definitely should get it. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. So I started eating clean. And I was lifting weights and all that stuff. Like she says, you know, don't be scared to lift some weights. And she's got some amazing recipes in her books. And I find it just so challenging because I take a dish that I would just be obsessed with, even though it's so bad for you, and make it healthy. And it's awesome. But even going out to restaurants gets really tricky because there's a lot of things you don't catch, like little wording like cream sauce and all this other stuff in their under 500 calorie little portion or of their menu, you know what I mean? And it's just like the little things when you read her book, you're like, oh my gosh, like I never knew that, or I didn't think about even thinking of stuff like that. And it's, yeah, you have to get that book. It's awesome. So I dropped down to 135 and I was so happy. That was right before my wedding. I felt great about myself. However, there was still a little part of me that wasn't happy with the way I looked. Like weight-wise, I felt like I was okay, but the way I looked, like when I looked at my arms and looked at my thighs, I still wasn't where I wanted to be. And I was like, okay, I don't know what to do. So I was at the gym one day and I was taking classes, and the trainer that was teaching it, Pam, she's awesome. I learned so much from that lady because she really understood what I was trying to explain to her. So she would do classes at the gym, but then she would work people out after, and if she had time, we would work out together. It's funny because she was like, Yvette, the one thing that's going to change that, the way your thighs look and the way your arms look, is running. And I was like, really, Pam? Did you have to say that? Like, you could have said anything else but running. I hate running. I just hate it. So she laughed at me and she goes, it's not that bad. Try running outside. I was like, okay, because me on the treadmill in 5-10 minutes, I'm like, ugh, out of breath, and then I feel like I've been doing this for like an hour and I'm over it. That's the funny thing is, when she told me to run outside, I tried it. I fell in love. And I got the Nike Plus app, and there's so many like running apps on your phones nowadays. You don't have to use that one. Those apps tell you like how far you ran, how many calories you burned, your time per mile and all that stuff, which isn't like a huge thing for me. But I mean, wow, I noticed such a big difference. I fell in love with running. I run minimum, are you itchy boy? Elvis is over here itchy. You're itchy boy. Want to say hi? You want to say hi? Thank you. Okay, thank you. We weren't running today too, so he's happy right now. Huh? You happy? Okay, I gotta finish this. So pretty much, okay, he's not gonna let me. So pretty much I was running 2 to 3 times a... I love you too, but right now, Elvis, okay. So I was pretty much running 2 to 3 times a week, easy. I fell in love with it because I didn't have to do as much weights, and I have like the free weights here. I do, you know, my arms, or I'll do legs or back, you know, chest, all that. I do everything pretty much at home. Like I rarely go to the gym now. And when I do go, they're like, oh my gosh, Yvette, like it's been like a month. I'm like, I know. And on days I wouldn't run, I would do arms, legs, back with my weights that I have at home. And it's really been working for me. So I just couldn't believe that I fell in love with running. And by running 2 to 3 times a week, and it's actually a blessing because these crazies get their butts worked, huh? Yeah, you get your butt worked because mama makes you run. And Elvis is actually like the lazy one. He doesn't. He'll run, but the other two drag me. So I can't even run them all 3 at once because literally they will rip me apart, and that wouldn't be pretty. But so I take them one at a time, and I do a minimum of 1 mile with each one. And it flies by. I feel like I don't even run for as long as I do, and I feel great when I'm done, and they are exhausted for the rest of the day. It's a beautiful thing because they're very hyper creatures. So I just really think that running did save my life, and eating clean obviously too, but I got down to 130 just by adding all that running. And I was like, wow, I'm really, really happy with myself. And then I weigh myself every day. That's just what I do. And I know they say that you shouldn't weigh yourself every single day, which I totally believe if you are trying to lose a lot of weight, because if you, weighing yourself every day is not gonna let you see like a huge difference. I mean, like once a week or something is, you know, definitely a little bit more encouraging. But for me, when you're where you're at, I think it's really important. I mean, in the morning, every morning, I go to the bathroom, I strip down, and I weigh myself. Then I can see the way I've been eating, which I will get all into that and explain everything, you know, to you guys. But I really find what works with me and what doesn't work with me. The one thing different that I've been doing the past 4 or 5 months is I've been incorporating salad into my lunches about 2 to 3 times a week. And I mean, I dropped another like 3 pounds. So I'm 127. I'm pretty much plateaued at 127. I don't think I can get much lower than that unless I like starve myself. I mean, because right now I'm eating pretty much everything the same. I just added a salad here and there, and I'm happy right now. I'm not starving myself. I'm not taking away things to make me like upset or mad that I'm not eating. Because, you know, like for people that compete right before their competition, they have to like not eat a lot of the things that they would have to eat. And I don't have to do that. I still eat everything that I would normally eat. And I just incorporated the salads, and I've been obsessed with Quest bars, which are just amazing. If you haven't tried a Quest bar, go get one, because it is like the ultimate thing that like curbs my urges to eat, you know, anything like unhealthy. And just running, I mean, I have like a slight gap between my thighs now that I've never had before. My thighs used to always touch, and I was so like self-conscious about it. And that is literally the only thing I changed. So this has really worked for me, and I know it would work for you. I mean, I'm so proud of Rick, Eric's stepdad, because he's been on the Eat Clean diet for a few months now, and he lost 20 pounds. So I know it works. It really, really does. So I just want to share this with you guys, because I know a lot of people are really like stuck because they don't know what to do. Diets suck. And the Eat Clean diet really isn't a diet, it's a lifestyle, and that is just the most important, being in shape, eating healthy, everything, it even boosts your confidence. It makes you feel better about yourself. And I want everybody to have that feeling. And I'm really excited to get this series going. And I don't know what I'm gonna do on Sunday yet. I'm really trying to think of, you know, I gotta break everything down for you guys. So we shall see what I post on Sunday. But before that, let me know if you guys do like the idea of Stay Fit Sundays. It's just really sticking with me. For some reason, I kind of like it, so let me know. Okay guys, so thumbs up this video if you loved it, and please subscribe, and I will talk to you guys really soon. Bye!